Not snow, but hail.
And I have some windows broken in the back.
Blanketing several parts of the Sunshine State. Venezuela's opposition leader.
Presente aquí el día de hoy. Mi nombre es, como saben, Juan Guaidó.
Holding a meeting in Miami. Innovations in engineering.
And all the effort that they put in, but really everything that they've learned throughout their college career.
Getting a showcase in South Florida. These stories and more coming up on Newsbreak.
Hello, South Florida. I'm Kelly Sanchez.
I'm Elena Key, and today is Friday, April 28, 2023.
Live from the South Florida Media Network's Biscayne-based studios in North Miami, this is SFMN Newsbreak.
Wicked weather, parts of the Sunshine State seeing everything but sunshine recently. The storms that tore through Texas then set their sights on the Florida Panhandle.
The network's Aquiles Barreto is in the control center this morning.
3 bizarre weather events pummeled northern Florida, all within 24 hours.
We went through 2 hurricanes last year, and this does not compare to either one of them, maybe even both put together.
Hail as large as softballs. From the Florida Panhandle over southern Texas, many are assessing damages from Wednesday's wind-driven hail that battered property like cannonballs. One Florida middle school's courtyard buried in hail, looking more like a blanket of snow. This bull in Texas trying to escape the onslaught. His owner says he made it to safety.
This is insane.
In Panama City Beach, a 33-year-old tourist is in critical condition after getting struck by lightning.
The lightning struck the first time a little bit behind him and missed. Within about 5 or 10 seconds, the second one hit, and it actually struck one of the men. It was a pretty bad situation.
About 60 miles east, a tornado touched down in the town of Husford, leaving dozens of homes destroyed in its path. Authorities are now dealing with power outages and urging residents to stay off roads due to debris and downed power lines. The same storm that hit Florida is now moving west. Today, more than 7 million people are under enhanced risk of severe weather in Texas. In the control center, I'm Aquiles Barreto for the South Florida Media Network.
Repairs planned for today after 2 small planes collide at a Florida airport. The crash was yesterday on the ground at Orlando Executive Airport. According to the Orlando Fire Department, the collision took place at 7:30 a.m. when one of the planes, a Cessna 182, made contact with the taxiway with a parked aircraft. Fortunately, nobody was hurt in the accident, and services at the airport continued as usual.
Yesterday, Governor Ron DeSantis signed a bill targeting hate crimes after a rise of anti-Semitic attacks throughout Florida. The legislation is known as a public nuisances bill and now makes it a 3rd-degree felony to commit acts such as harassing or intimidating someone based on religion or ethnicity. DeSantis signed the legislation into effect during a trip to Israel, which was a part of his overseas trade mission that includes stops in Japan and Korea.
Venezuelan opposition leader Juan Guaidó is waking up in South Florida this morning. The exiled leader spoke in Coral Gables yesterday. He was expelled from Colombia earlier this week after he crossed the border from Venezuela. He was trying to meet with participants in an international conference Tuesday. He says he is in the U.S. because his life is in danger from the Maduro regime.
The future is of technology, and it's hitting FIU at the Engineering Showcase, where students can share their biggest and brightest innovations. We have our own Tanya Jimenez to show us ingenuity, creativity, and technical prowess that the new generation of engineering has to offer.
At FIU's Ocean Bank Convocation Center, participating departments of the College of Engineering and Computing came together to showcase their innovative projects and designs.
Every year, engineering and computing students compile the work they've done as seniors and are able to show it off to faculty, potential employers, fellow students, and family.
I think that this showcase really allows students to show off not only what they worked on all semester and all the effort that they put in, but really everything that they've learned throughout their college career, because this is a culmination of every single class that I've taken here at FIU. It wasn't just something that I learned in one semester, it was something that took me 4 years to learn.
With this opportunity, students are able to experience showcasing their projects, putting themselves out there for their future careers. Some are even offered jobs and make connections that'll hopefully propel them forward.
Through this showcase, I'm able to display and tell everyone about it and learn different opportunities that are offered. I know I've had offers of people saying, I can connect you with the GPR system or different groups that could help develop this project further, as well as different opportunities that could be opened to us.
This year I saw a lot of more completed systems as compared to previous years. Very close almost to utilization. And that's something that is a huge progress. It's not just an idea, but it's also something that is completely integrated, almost ready for application.
FIU's brightest minds had the opportunity to showcase their hard work to potential employers and fellow Panthers. Good luck to graduating seniors.
There may be more affordable options for those who love diamonds. Over the last couple of years, lab-grown diamonds have become popular. The idea is to get a bigger ring for less money. Experts believe it may be from social media giving rise to the new rocks, and some people have mixed feelings about the synthetic bling.
I first thought the bigger diamond, but it depends on the quality of it, number one, and also is a lab-grown diamond as special as maybe an authentic diamond for my potential fiance.
Jewelers say lab-grown is up to 25 to 30% cheaper. Then the younger generation seems to be more open to the option. A historic treasure found just off the coast of Florida.
That's still ahead, and so is this story.
Just because they don't have something that I might not have. There's other people that, the Giving Gators have helped.
A student organization aimed at helping the hungry. Newsbreak will be back in 2 minutes.
Severe weather can strike anytime, anywhere, but there's a simple way to stay safe. Hey, Jim Cantori here. I stay safe in dangerous weather by planning ahead. You can stay safe too with a few easy steps. Build an inexpensive kit with supplies for your family's needs. Write down important information like phone numbers and medications. Always talk with your family, and remember any pets in your planning. Be ready, be safe. Start your plan today at ready.gov/plan.
I don't know why you're so sad. You've got a roof over your head.
You gotta stop with that depression stuff. That's what white people think. You all right?
It just feels like it's coming from everywhere.
Do you want to talk about it?
You can talk to me if you're feeling sad.
Whenever you need to talk, I'm here, okay?
If you're buzzed and doing this, to make yourself feel okay to drive,
ZWX.
you're not okay to drive.
YGKLVW. Regular you.
Help for the hungry coming from a student-centered organization. The group's members called it the Bubble City Community Project.
Here they are, in their own words, through the lens of a photojournalist, Isabella Mendez.
And the chunky. Yeah. And the packing. Yeah. I was like, whatever. She's.
Sir.
She had 6 herself.
So the Bubble City Community Project is a student service organization that's largely focused on affordable housing and people struggling with homelessness. We also tackle food insecurity. We have a PB&J event every other Friday, and we make PB&Js, and then that following Saturday we distribute them, and then we also have a separate team of volunteers that pick up trash in the Overtown area. My name is Maya Roki-Friedman, and I'm the president of the Bubble City Community Project. Every other week on Friday, we have student volunteers come in and we assemble sandwiches. We have peanut butter, we have one assembly line for peanut butter and one assembly line for jelly. And we make typically about over 100 sandwiches. Last time we made 305 sandwiches, and we make them, we package them up, we put little notes in them, just little loving messages, little encouraging messages, things like that, and also just labeling Bubble City on them as well.
She is the Peace Corps, yeah.
On Saturdays, we have our cleanups, and so there we go and we distribute the food. We have people distributing food and then another team picking up trash, because actually in that area there's not really enough trash cans, so we go and that's also part of like the sustainability part of our mission. So we have two groups doing that. But when we go there, I think typically some people maybe on the first glance, people might be on edge to go to Overtown or to interact with people experiencing homelessness, because they don't know if their safety is going to be threatened, or they just may feel on edge, like I said before. But when I've gone, everybody's always been super kind. They're people, they're human at the end of the day. So no one's ever been rude to me. No one's ever made me really feel uncomfortable. I've honestly only really had positive experiences, and so interacting with them always feels really good, because they're just people expressing their gratitude, and it's just good to interact with them and get to know them.
Yes, my name is Clifton Perry. I'm from North Carolina, and I moved to New Orleans, stayed for a little while, but transferred over here to Miami. I think it's a blessing to come through and spend, people that take time out of their busy lives to come through like the streets to pay attention to people that's less fortunate with no homes and give back. I think that's awesome.
Do you have any spare bags?
On the days of our cleanups, we also go to a community fridge in Overtown, and that's a part of a network of fridges. There's something called Buddy System MIA, and they have fridges basically all over the Miami area. What BC does, if we have any excess PB&Js, any food, or any donations that maybe I have or other people have, we go and we put them in the fridge, and there's also a little pantry right next to it. At the end of the day, it may feel like sometimes we're not making that much of a difference, but when I take a step back and I look and I reflect at what we're doing and the impact that we are making, I think that makes me realize, okay, I think we are making some sort of positive change, or at least touching somebody's life in a positive way. And it just feels really good to do that with my peers and with the community around me.
That was photojournalist Isabela Menendez. Through their partnership with Buddy Systems MIA, the group members are also demonstrating the importance of collaboration and sustainability in addressing social issues.
Erosion at a Florida beach revealed what archaeologists believe to be a shipwreck. Researchers are investigating the site of what appears to be a wreckage from a ship in Volusia County. Experts have known for a while that there was some debris in the area. It comes after Hurricanes Ian and Nicole washed up to 8 feet of sand. You're watching SFMN Newsbreak, and we're coming right back.
How prepared is your family if a tornado shows up at your doorstep, or a flood, or a hurricane? You can't just turn away a natural disaster. That's why it's important to go to ready.gov/plan now. It has the tools and tips you need to make an emergency plan with your family. So if disaster comes knocking, let's go. You'll be ready to help keep your family safe.
It's just a pizza.
Yes. Make a plan today.
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right, because a few hours ago in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign, not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a fourth ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
There was an old woman who lived in a shoe. She had so many children, she didn't know what to do. She gave them some broth without any bread and kissed them all soundly.
Lights out. Good night.
And put them to bed. Hunger is a story we can end. End it at feedingamerica.org.
I help our fellows design their paths as creative entrepreneurs. My experiences serving startups, creative businesses, and cultural organizations, and my journey as a queer mixed immigrant with Haitian and Arabic roots, inform the co-creative environment we foster at Radcliffe. We leverage our collective diversity to encourage the building of lifelong personal learning networks and mindsets that stimulate continuous innovation.
That's all the time we have for Newsbreak. I'm Elena Key.
I'm Kelly Sanchez. Get more news anytime at sfmn.fiu.edu.